Welcome, and thank you for joining us for today's DealerOn webinar, How to Get Started on Facebook Marketplace. My name is Eliana Raggio, and I'll be your moderator today. And today's webinar is being presented by DealerOn. For anyone who isn't familiar with DealerOn, we're an award-winning website development company and digital agency, best known for our amazing SEO, the best customer service, and the highest converting website designs in the industry, including the award-winning Chameleon responsive website platform. After the last NADA, we were awarded the Driving Sales Dealer Satisfaction Award for top-rated websites for an unprecedented 7th year in a row. We also took home the AWA Award for Best Websites for a 3rd time. Plus, FCA and Ford both recently announced that we're now an approved vendor. Big things are always happening over here at DealerOn this year. We're still the only company in the industry that offers a money-back lead guarantee program. Do you want to know more? Yeah, you do. You can check us out at DealerOn.com. And we have an incredible show in store for you today. We're very pleased to have 2 incredible presenters for you this afternoon. First, Dean Osterly is a business product marketing lead for Facebook Marketplace, where he focuses on product strategy and marketing for vertical categories, including autos and home rentals. Prior to Facebook, Dean held several director-level roles at eBay across the corporate development, geographic expansion, and strategic partnership teams. Before eBay, Dean was the managing director of corporate development at Torstar Corporation, a diversified Canadian media company, and a strategy consultant at the global management consulting firm Oliver Wyman. Dean holds an MBA from the Kellogg School of Management at Northwestern University and an HBA from the Richard Ivey School of Business at the University of Western Ontario. Joining Dean today is Ryan Osten, Chief Operating Officer at Gubagoo Inc., who's responsible for business operations, product management, corporate development, and legal. Prior to joining Gubagoo in 2012, Ryan served as legal counsel at BlueCat Networks and held the role of private equity and venture capital analyst at several leading capital management firms, including Artemis Investment Management and Kensington Capital Partners. Ryan has a law degree from the University of Windsor and a Bachelor of Arts from the University of Western Ontario, and he can be reached at ryan.osten@gubagoo.com. Now, during the presentation, if you have any questions, please use the question feature located on the corner of your screen to submit them. At the end of the presentation, we'll answer those questions of general interest. If we're unable to get to your question live, we're going to try to respond by email later today. And don't forget, a link to download a copy of this webinar recording will also be emailed to you later today for your reference. Feel free to share it with your friends and colleagues. And guess what? Our good friends at Facebook and Gubagoo are giving away some cool prizes on today's webinar. First, one lucky attendee is going to win a Facebook Swell water bottle and a Facebook keychain. And then one lucky attendee will win a Gubagoo hoodie. It's styling. You have to be on the live broadcast to win it, though, so stay tuned for your chance to walk away with one of these awesome prizes today. Also, at the conclusion of this webinar, you're going to get a short survey. So fill it out because we're always looking for quality feedback from our audience, and we want your opinion to be heard. And hey, do you tweet much? We hope you do. We'd love to see what you have to say about today's presentation, so please tag us in it. You can use hashtag DealerOnWebby. I'm at Eliana Raggio. You can also hit up Ryan Osten at Gubagoo. We look forward to seeing what you're saying. All right, everyone, let's get started. Let's learn how to get started on Facebook Marketplace. First, let's say hello to Dean Osterly. Dean, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great, Eliana. How are you?
I'm doing great, and thank you so much for being here today. I love it when we get somebody who's a new presenter coming on talking about a new topic, and that's exactly what you're doing today. Thank you so much for taking the dive with me. Looking forward to seeing what you have to say about Facebook Marketplace. And then we also want to say hello to your cohort today, Ryan Osten, COO at Gubagoo. How are you, Ryan?
Wonderful. How are you doing, Eliana?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for being here today, sir. And I love that you two have teamed up today, and we have a lot of interest about this particular topic. First time we're presenting anything on Facebook Marketplace. So why don't you guys, I don't know which one of you is going to be doing it, but why don't one of you tell the audience today the kinds of things they're about to learn about?
Eliana, thanks. And thanks for having us. We're very excited to be here. So the objectives for today, we'd like to run through a few things. First is just to understand how Marketplace can drive your business or help you drive your business and high quality leads to your dealership. The second is to help identify the steps that are needed to get started on Marketplace. You can get started as fast as today. And discover how live chat works with Marketplace. This is a unique component of our experience and a really great user experience. And so we want to just share more about how that works. And then also share some best practices so that you can maximize your success on Marketplace. Remind everyone that we've got a giveaway and a question and answer session, and it would be great for everyone to stick around. We'd love to hear your questions.
It sounds like a full show. Where do we get started?
Let's get started on why Marketplace. So today, more than 800 million people each month come to Marketplace to buy and sell things. We've seen incredible growth since we launched just over a year and a half ago. We only launched our autos experience back in September of last year, and the growth has been phenomenal. More than 1 in 3 people on Facebook in the U.S. now use Marketplace, and we have millions of people looking at auto listings every day. So it's a very exciting place to be for dealers. Our auto experience is specifically designed to help dealerships reach shoppers, and we do this in a few ways. The first is that real-time messaging integration that we have in our experience. The second is the ability to deliver really useful information, full VDP, so that customers can see all the information they need when trying to identify a car. And then the last is, because we are so well integrated into Facebook's mobile app, we are a great place for those shoppers who are on the go, want to look at mobile listings, and all of our listings are mobile friendly. So a little bit about the experience. This is what it looks like. When a user comes to Facebook, they click on the Marketplace tab and they'll come into the Marketplace experience. They can then click on vehicles and they'll be able to look at vehicles. They can also search and filter. When they click on a vehicle detail page, they can see the details of the car as well as information about the dealership. And then right from within this experience, they can click on the messaging feature to message a dealer right away, either to ask questions, get clarification, or even set up an appointment to come in and see the vehicle. The other option that users have is to click to call. So they can also call directly from the VDP. They can call your dealership and ask you questions. So our friends at Bachman Chevrolet, they worked with Gubagoo to get onboarded onto Marketplace. And these are some of the results that they saw in January and February of this year. So they generated 174 leads over that time, and they were making 1 to 2 sales per week. This was still relatively early on in the auto experience. We had just launched a couple months earlier, but these were pretty promising results. And the one thing that I'd like to note that that was mentioned here by Jason Zoller is that one of the big advantages of Marketplace is real identity. When someone reaches out to you via Messenger, this is a real person with a real profile. This is not a fake information put into a lead form. So there's a real benefit there where you're talking to someone real. So how to get started? There are a few steps that need to be taken. It's pretty easy. The first one is to create a Facebook page for your dealership if you don't already have one. Hopefully everyone listening today has a Facebook page, but if not, you can go to the link that's listed there and you can create a page for your dealership. The second step is to contact a Marketplace inventory partner who will be able to list your inventory automatically for you. On the right-hand side there, you can see we work with a number of different partners, both listing partners who can help you get on board, as well as chat partners who can help you with live chat. If you go to the link www.fb.com/listautos, you can find more information as well as all the contact details for the partners that we have that you can work with. So after you've contacted one of those listing partners, they will send you a request to access your dealership's Facebook page. Once you provide that access, they will then be able to start automatically onboarding and listing inventory on your behalf through a feed. And then the final step here is to contact your live chat provider to set up Messenger integration. Messenger is one of the best parts of the whole experience, and we highly recommend the use of a live chat provider. But if you don't want to use a live chat provider, that's okay. Your dealership can manage buyer communication directly through your page via Messenger.
It sounds pretty easy.
The best practice is, now that you've got your dealership all set up on Marketplace, how do you maximize success? The first thing to do is select one listing partner. This is actually quite important. When you list inventory through multiple partners, you'll actually get suboptimal results with your listings showing up in front of users. So we highly, highly, highly recommend that you choose one listing partner and send all of your inventory through that single listing partner. The second is to upload your full inventory. So don't hold back. To maximize your dealership's presence, you make as much inventory as possible. That way, no matter what kind of vehicle someone is looking for, if they are in your area, hopefully it will surface. We don't charge. Marketplace does not charge for listings or leads. So there's no cost whether you upload one vehicle or you upload 1,000. There is zero cost and there's zero difference in the cost. And therefore, we really encourage you to maximize your presence on Marketplace. The one thing I will note here is that, of course, to use a third-party listing partner, some of them may have some fees associated with setting up your feed. And then our chat partners also may have fees associated with the chat services they provide. But your listings on Marketplace are always free. This, I think everyone who's on this webinar is probably very familiar with some of the best practices around photos and how quality photos really make a difference in the image of your dealership and the way that your inventory shows up and people's interest in clicking on that inventory. So we really encourage high quality photos, clean images, preferably with no brand or dealership overlays. I know that a lot of dealerships like to include overlays. These actually detract from the experience for some users, and so we really encourage you to upload clean images. Only include images of the car itself, and we've got some details on the image resolution there. So we encourage the highest resolution possible, up to 4 megabytes per image with a 1:1 aspect ratio. You can upload up to 20 images, and please include any images of damage or excessive wear. The more information you give to a user up front, the more qualified they'll be when they contact you. And of course, image order. We do encourage dealers to follow this image order and use these angles. This provides a more consistent experience on Marketplace, and users know what they're getting. And so they're familiar. Once they click in, they know what they're going to see. So number 4, provide complete vehicle description. I mentioned a little bit about this on the previous page, but provide as much information as you have available about each car. As I said, the more information you have up front, the less time a buyer will spend conversing with you to find out more details, because they'll already have the details. And when they contact you, they'll be more qualified. And then finally, respond quickly to messages. This is really important. What we found is that fast response times really do result in higher conversion. And this is why we encourage the use of a third-party chat provider. Third-party chat providers can not only answer customer questions 24/7, so they can have that fast response time no matter what day of the week or no matter what time of day, but they can also save your dealership at least from having to maybe add more staff or put in new processes to manage all the incoming chats that might be coming into place. So we really encourage this. So Ileana, it looks like it's time for a poll question.
Our first poll question of the day. That is correct. All right, audience. It is on your screen now, and we really want to know if you'd please get involved in our poll question. Right now, we're asking you, are you currently using Facebook Marketplace at your dealership? Please select one of the following answers. Yes, and it's working great for us. Yes, but we're not seeing the results we'd like. No, you know what? We've thought about using Facebook Marketplace, but we honestly don't know where to begin. No, not yet, but now that I'm seeing all this good information, maybe it sounds like we should. Or no, you know what? This is the first time I'm hearing about Facebook Marketplace, and I'm learning a lot today. Okay, so once we get a majority of the votes in, we're going to close this poll and share those results. And wow, those votes are coming in fast. Audience is on the ball today. And I also wanted to let Dean and Ryan, I wanted to let both of you know, we already have a handful of great questions that have come in from the audience. So keep going. The presentation is going great, and we're really looking forward to a wonderful Q&A session with today's audience. And audience, you keep getting those questions in, all right? Okay, almost there. I'll give you a few more seconds to get some more votes in, and then we will close this poll and share the results. Yeah, are you currently using Facebook Marketplace at your dealership? We want to know. All right, Dean, Ryan, if you're ready, I'll close this poll and let's see what the audience had to say. You guys are ready, right? You guys are there, right, Dean?
We're ready. We're here.
You're still there. Okay, good. Just checking. All right, audience, thank you so much for your votes. Here we go. Let's see what y'all had to say today. Okay, are you currently using Facebook Marketplace at your dealership? Well, 13% of today's audience say yes, they are, and it's working great for them. Awesome. 26% of today's audience, however, say they are using Facebook Marketplace at their dealership, but they're not seeing the results they would like to yet. Hopefully, today's presentation will help you out. 23% of today's audience say no, they're not using Facebook Marketplace yet. They've thought about it, but they don't know where to begin. The majority, however, 33% of today's audience say no, not yet. Sounds like we should, though. I like hearing that. And then the remaining 5% of today's audience say no, this is honestly the first time they've ever heard about Facebook Marketplace. All right, Dean, Ryan, I hope those answers helped you out. Is it surprising, those results, or is it kind of what you thought? I mean, Facebook Marketplace, I know it's been around a little bit, but I think dealers are just now, trying to figure out how they can best use it at their dealership. So is this surprising, these results?
I am pleasantly surprised, not really surprised, but I'm happy to see that, only 5% of dealers have never heard of Facebook Marketplace. So it's good that the word is out there and that dealers are aware. And I think as the product is still relatively new, within the world, being about 6 months old. So, the results, we hope, will continue to improve for all dealers that are on Marketplace. And I think as we get more and more dealers with more and more inventory, Marketplace becomes a more attractive place for people to shop for cars.
I think that's a great idea. Okay, audience, keep those questions coming in. My goodness, we've had so many questions that have come in. Ton of questions. Okay, Ryan, Dean, where do we go from here?
Well, Eliana, I'd like to thank, I guess it's
Ryan's turn to talk.
Correct. Yeah. So I'd like to thank Dean for that information. It was great, very helpful. And Eliana, thank you, and thank you to all the dealers who are here to listen to our learnings about Facebook Marketplace. So I'd like to just provide a little bit of an overview first of Gubagoo. For those of you who haven't heard of us, we are a leader in dealer-to-consumer messaging solutions, so live chat, Facebook Messenger, any channel that's coming in to you from a consumer messaging channel. And we exist to maximize high-quality lead conversion from your web property. So whether it's your website, Facebook Messenger, SMS, any web property where you are advertising to your consumers, maximizing the lead conversion through those channels, and ultimately helping drive more revenue from new and used vehicle sales, as well as service ROs. Typical dealer results that we see across our platform are 23% lead to sale conversion and 2,500% ROI. And just to finish up on the overview, we have several offerings that we use to increase high-quality leads for dealers. One is advanced live chat, which is website live chat, Facebook Marketplace, Messenger, and SMS. We have inbound and outbound texting for communicating with your customers, as well as behavioral offer incentives that you can publish on your website based on click activity. So, to Marketplace. So why are we here? Why should you care about Marketplace? What is all the hoopla about? So, Marketplace has become, across our system, a significant channel for customers looking for vehicles and making inbound inquiries. And we have the data to back it up. In May 2018, we saw a total of 26,000 chats and 16,000 leads coming from the marketplace channel. And that is a 62% conversion rate, which is a tremendous conversion rate as compared to the other channels that we have in our system. So that is higher than live chat, that is higher than SMS. It is the highest lead conversion channel that we have right now. So really, really positive results coming out so far on Marketplace. On the right side of the screen here, I have, with the dealer names blurred out for confidentiality, I have our top performing dealerships on Marketplace by chat leads. So our top performing dealer in the month of May converted 311 additional leads from Marketplace on our system, which is just an amazing number. And then we have a whole handful that are getting over 100 leads. And then as we go down, you know, there's many dealers getting over 50, over 100, over 200. So the numbers speak for themselves. It's really a channel that needs to be you need to be aware of and taking advantage of. So we have a few dealers here who have expressed their experience with Marketplace. They've received over 300 new leads in the first 3 months, Florida Fine Cars and Man Chrysler. So they're seeing tremendous activity and lead volumes through Marketplace. So now I'm going to talk to you a bit about how the process works. So at Gubagoo, we have our dealers' inventory already baked into our system. So we pulled it in for our inventory integration features within our live chat. So what we do is we take that pre-owned inventory and we post it to Marketplace 3 times per day. So your vehicles get updated 3 times per day. We handle all the inbound inquiries coming through Messenger 24/7, and we're trying to convert that customer into a lead, which we are going to send directly into your CRM or email to you, however you would like to receive those leads. As I mentioned, and as Dean mentioned, all the inquiries are coming in through Messenger from Marketplace. Once we have a customer engaged through Messenger, we can take advantage of additional conversion features, such as sending additional inventory through Messenger. So the customer may be looking at that vehicle. They might want to know what else you have in stock. We have that inventory and we can push it to the consumer in Messenger right in the conversation. We can push offers that you have on, so sales special, anything like that. And ultimately our goal is to schedule test drives for the dealer, send it into the CRM, and again it's 24/7, fully managed, so we're always there responding quickly and converting at a high level. Okay, so I'm a very visual learner, so I have and I know some other people might be the same, so I have a little video here that explains the flow between a consumer on Marketplace starting a chat with one of our operators. So if I can just get my mouse going here, there we go. So on the left side we have a consumer looking through a vehicle detail page. They're messaging the dealership off the Marketplace listing. That chat is going to come into our operator console, which is on the right. This is an operator handling this chat. We get all the vehicle details, including the VIN and the listing, so we know what vehicle the customer is looking at. And we can see the details of those vehicles, as well as look up other vehicles that perhaps the customer is interested in at your dealership. And we can push those through Messenger right to the customer. So we can land them on a vehicle and try and book an appointment for them.
Please, we have to sell a car to Unicorn. I mean, that is awesome.
We get a lot of unicorns buying cars these days. Okay, so this is what a Marketplace lead looks like. So the overall point here is that it's really important that when a lead comes through, you know the source, that it's a Marketplace lead, whether it's coming to your CRM or it's going to email, so that you can do proper source attribution on that on your sources, right? So you know how many marketplace leads you're getting. So this is what a lead would look like from us, for example. Okay, on the top of attribution, of course, understanding where your leads are coming from is tremendously important. So you're going to want to make sure that you know how many chats are started on Marketplace, how many leads. So you can see on the left side here, this is our mobile app. This dealer had 66 Facebook Marketplace leads, so you can really easily get a handle on how you're performing on Marketplace. On the right side, this shows the number of chats and the number of leads that a dealer would receive. Additional reporting that you could have as well is what was posted in my last feed update to Marketplace, so you know which vehicles are posted, how many vehicles you have posted, which vehicles didn't get posted for several reasons. Perhaps you didn't have an image on them and they will not get posted. What are those reasons, so you can remedy any deficiencies you have in your inventory listings to make sure everything gets posted. So you're going to want to get visibility on all of these reporting metrics in order to maximize your performance. Okay, Eliana, looks like time for a poll question.
Yes, it is. Oh, Ryan, thank you so much. Great information. Okay, audience, second and final poll question is on your screen now. We need your help. We want to know, are you currently using live chat on your dealership website to generate more leads? We want to know. So please select one of the following answers. I'm not sure. Nope, we've never used live chat. We used to use live chat, but we stopped a while ago. Yes, I depend on live chat to generate quality leads, or nah, I don't like too many leads. You know how it is. All right, so once we get a majority of the votes in, we're going to close this poll and share the results. And gentlemen, I just want you to know, lots of wonderful questions have come in about Facebook Marketplace. So I hope you're geared up and ready for a rousing Q&A session that we're going to do right after the presentation. All right? All right, and audience, you keep those questions coming in, all right? But for right now, I need your answer to this poll question. We want to know, are you currently using live chat on your dealership website to generate more leads? Waiting for a few more seconds, getting a few more votes in, and then we will close this poll, share the results, and get back to the presentation. All right, audience, you guys are doing great. You are on the ball today. Thank you so much. Ryan, Dean, if you're ready, I will close this poll, and let's see what the audience had to say.
We're ready.
All right, here we go. All right, audience, thank you so much for your votes. Let's see what you had to say. Okay, are you currently using live chat on your dealership website to generate more leads? Only 3% of today's audience said they're just not sure. Okay, 16% of today's audience say, you know what? No, we've never used live chat. What? 5% of today's audience say that they used to use live chat, but they stopped a while ago. Interesting. However, the majority, vast majority of today's audience, 76%, say yes, we do. We depend on live chat to generate quality leads. Thank you so much. And no one answered the last one, which was, nah, I don't like too many leads. All right. Dean, Ryan, actually, Ryan, you're the expert on this. Is that what you've heard? Like about 76, about 3/4 of dealers have live chat?
Yeah, well, it's been increasing over time, so I'm not surprised to see it around that number. However, the 25% who are not currently using live chat is a tremendous opportunity for those dealers to increase their revenue and increase their customer experience. And I was also very happy to see that nobody doesn't like having too many leads.
Me too. All right. You still have more information to share with all of us, don't you?
That's right. Some bonus tips here.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got some chat best practices to share with you to get the most out of your chat experience on Marketplace, and generally, regardless of what vendor you're using, it's totally agnostic and can be applied to any chat strategy. So number one is be involved. Watch your conversations in real time. So a lot of chat vendors have applications where you can actually watch your chats and take action on those chats and help your chat partner out. So you can, for instance, get a notification when a chat is happening, private message the operator to help them out perhaps, or jump right in if you're available. We've found that this collaborative effort with your chat partner provides the best experience for the consumer, where you have detailed information about your dealership and your chat vendor is there 24/7 responsive and converting leads. So this collaboration between the dealer and the chat vendor is something that's becoming more prominent and really creates a higher quality lead. Secondly, make sure your chat partner has a dedicated Facebook team and Facebook specific protocols. And I'll explain why this is important is because a Facebook conversation is quite different from a live chat on your website. For example, a live chat on your website will typically last 6 to 10 minutes, and a Facebook chat through Messenger can last 12 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours, or days even. So it's really important that you're handling these conversations in a different way because the consumer expectations are different. So for example, with this persistent connection on a Messenger chat, when a chat comes in 48 hours later, but it's the same thread, it's very important to read that history. That operator has to know to read that history, which may span over days, right? Usually with a live chat, it's not spanning over days, it's spanning over 10 minutes. So another example would be on live chat, we send an auto ping or a response to the customer, are you still with me after 1 minute, when you're in a live chat on a website, to keep the customer engaged. If you do that in Facebook Messenger and you say, are you still with me after a minute, it's weird. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't go, it's not congruent with the customer's expectations. So make sure that there's Facebook specific protocols and Facebook specific chat specialists, and really important for the experience. Thirdly, fast lead response time. This is a no-brainer, and I'm sure everyone's heard it many times, but it's so important that it warrants emphasis. So there was a Harvard Business Review study done which measured the correlation between follow-up time and contact with the customer and qualification of the customer. So this graph here shows that many companies were not following up within 24 hours, and I mean even within 60 minutes of a consumer's inquiry. And here you can see on the left side, as the time increases between the point of contact and the follow-up, the contact rate with the customer drops significantly. So it's really important, especially if you're getting on Marketplace, you're going to have all these additional leads potentially, that you have a solid lead follow-up process to contact these leads. Okay, treat your chat team as part of your extended sales team. So your chat partner only knows as much about your store as you tell them. It's all about communication and over-communication. So for example, if you're having a sales special this weekend, tell your chat partner so they can load that information into whatever widgets or tools they have for their operators to notify them of that sales special. So if a customer comes into a chat and asks about it, they know how to handle it. Or maybe you're closed on a holiday, or etc. Make sure you've got that open flow of communication with your chat partner so that they can be an extended part of your team. And bonus tip, if you're running Facebook ads and you're driving consumers or users on Facebook to VDPs on your website or landing pages, personalize the chat engagement with the greeter. So many chat companies have greeters that you can change the text on or dynamically change the text. It's important when the customer lands on a vehicle-specific page from that Facebook ad that you greet them based on that specific vehicle. So instead of saying, I'm online, how can I help? Say, I'm online, how can I help with our BMW X3s? We've found that increases the probability that a customer will chat and convert into a lead by 15 to 20%. So really important that you're personalizing the engagement with your chat engagement to the user through greeters. Okay, we've got a few resources here for you to get started on Facebook. So the first link here gives you more information about autos for Marketplace and more information on how to sign up. So how to find a listing partner, get your messenger enabled, and everything you need to do to get started on Marketplace. So that's the first link there. The second link is a help center with frequently asked questions for Marketplace, so broader FAQ section and help section. And the third link has information about all automotive Facebook solutions, so that's Marketplace plus Facebook ads for automotive. Okay, so there's some really helpful pages for you to get some more information of how to get the most out of Marketplace in Facebook. Action items. Okay, so where do you go from here? So set up a Facebook page for your dealership. If you don't have one already, you're going to want to set that up yesterday, okay? You need a Facebook page to list on Marketplace and open a new channel for communication for your customers on Facebook. Sign up with an inventory listing partner who can list your vehicles. As Dean mentioned, there are several partners who can list for you. And integrate Messenger with your live chat provider so that you are getting 24/7 responsiveness to those customers, converting them into leads and sending them into your CRM in a really efficient manner. Okay, Eliana, I think it's over to you now.
Yes, sir, it is. Oh, Dean, Ryan, thank you so much. Great presentation. I hope you get something to drink because the Q&A session is going to be off the chain. We have some wonderful questions that came in from the audience, a lot of them actually. So you guys relax for a minute. Let me talk to the audience. All right, audience, I wanted to let you know, hey, do you have questions for today's presenters? Then get those questions in. Dean Osterley, business product marketing lead for Facebook Marketplace, and Ryan Osten, COO at Gubagoo. They are ready to help you with your Facebook Marketplace strategy. So get those questions in. We're looking forward to helping you out. And while you're thinking of a question to ask, I also want to direct your attention over to the handout section of the GoToWebinar interface. Hey, Ryan, what happened? There you go. Okay. I want to direct your attention to the GoToWebinar interface, and in there, kind of low on the interface, look for the word that says handouts. In there, we have two wonderful handouts for you. Of course, first, as we normally do, you have the option to download today's deck right through that handouts section. So if you have any problems downloading those handouts, don't worry about it. Just email me directly at eliana@dealeron.com and I'll get that out to you. Also in there, you're going to find a great one-page brochure from Gubagoo about what they can do to help you and your dealership. So in the handout section, like I said, you have any problems, email me directly at eliana@dealeron.com and I will send those out to you. All right, gentlemen, we got some fun stuff to take care of. So you can turn on your webcams now, and we're going to give away a couple of prizes. All right, audience, if you were here at the beginning of the webinar, then you heard me announce that our good friends over at Facebook and Gubagoo are giving away some great prizes on today's webinar. So without any further ado, we're going to start off with the Facebook prize. So just so you know, we are going to start off with one lucky attendee is going to win a Facebook Swell water bottle and a Facebook keychain. So all you have to do is be the first person to correctly answer our giveaway question, and you're a winner, baby. All right, so get to your keyboards, get ready. Like I said, first person to get this one right is going to be winning this cool prize from Facebook. And of course, we're going to ask if there are any vendors out there. We love having you on the DealerOn webinar show, but we are going to ask you to kindly sit this out. This prize is intended for dealership personnel only. All right, everyone, here we go. Good luck. Ooh, this is a tough one. All right. According to Facebook, how many people on Facebook in the U.S. now use Facebook Marketplace? Oh my gosh, that is correct. Oh my goodness. I can't believe how many people got this right. Okay, Catherine Hairsign. Oh, I hope I got that right. I don't know. Catherine Hairsign. Congratulations. That is correct. The answer we were looking for is more than 1 in 3. Congratulations, Catherine. Oh my gosh, I'm writing your name down. It's official. hair sign. Hey, Catherine, let me know what dealership you're from. And of course, you got to get me that mailing address. Your prize is going to come directly from our friends over at Facebook. So get me that information as soon as you can. You're already a winner, Catherine. Guess what? You get to sit the next question out. And now we're going to give away this really styling hoodie from Gubagoo. All right, one person is going to win this great prize. Hold on, let me, you got it right. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, all you have to do, like I said, be the first person with the correct answer to this question. Oh, it's a good one, too. Whew, I'm sweating. All right, here we go. How many Facebook Marketplace leads did Ryan mention were generated by the highest performing Gubagoo dealership for the month of May? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Who is this? Michael Smith. You are the first one with the correct answer. 311. Congratulations, Michael Smith. I have to say, Catherine, Michael, I believe both of you are first-time DealerOn webinar prize winners. Please let me know if I'm right. Michael Smith, making it official. My buzzer was broken for the first one. Is that so, Michael? Well, guess what? You've won a very cool looking hoodie from our good friends over at Gubagoo. Catherine, hair sign, Michael Smith. Make sure you send me your dealership name so I can give you a proper congratulations. And please also send me your mailing address so we can get those great prizes out to you. They're both going to be coming from our good friends over at Facebook and Gubagoo. Now, let me talk to everyone else on here. I know, your name's not Catherine or Michael Smith. I know, mine isn't either. So we didn't win any cool prizes today. Boo-hoo. But you know what? We give away cool prizes every week here on the DealerOn webinar. So come on back, and who knows, that might be your lucky day to win a great prize on a DealerOn webinar. For right now, big props to Catherine Hairsign from Pohanka Toyota in Maryland. Congratulations. And Michael Smith from Bob Pulte Chevrolet in Lebanon, Ohio. Congratulations, you two. Great prizes coming your way. And of course, we got to thank our good friends over at Facebook and Gubagoo. Thank you very much, gentlemen. You ready for some questions from the audience?
Those were fast responses.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. Like 100 responses come at you this fast. So congratulations, you guys. Okay, let's go to the next slide. And let's start with some of these wonderful questions we have from the audience. Gentlemen, are you ready?
We're ready.
All right.
We're ready.
Ready. Okay, here we go. A few people have asked the same question, so hopefully I will find all of the names who have asked the same question. Yes. Okay. Jonathan wrote in, can we get our inventory on Facebook Marketplace without going through a third-party vendor? Sean also asked, do you need a third-party listing partner, or can I upload the inventory on my own? And not to be outdone, we did have one other person. Well, Jonathan actually wrote in. He says, we've been trying to get our inventory on there, but Cars.com keeps pushing back the date and keep changing the price on us. Is there a way to bypass third parties and do this ourselves? So obviously there's a lot of interest in Marketplace and wanted to know, hey, third party necessary?
A third party is necessary. You do need to go through a third party to list dealership inventory on Marketplace. We've partnered with several different companies, so there are plenty of options. And so, I encourage all the dealers out there that are interested in this to please contact those different partners and see which one fits best for them.
Thank you very much. All right, audience, you heard the man. All right, next question that came in, and I usually go in order, gentlemen, so they're in no really particular order. Next question comes in from Christopher. Christopher says, does our inventory in Marketplace appear in a tab on our Facebook page as well?
No, it does not. The inventory gets fed directly into Marketplace, and that's the only place that it's shown. If you want to put inventory on your own Facebook page, that's a separate process. You can manage, uploading your own images and details to your Facebook page.
Okay, fair enough. All right, thank you very much for that question, Christopher. A number of people asked this question as well. I don't know if I can find all their names, but I know it came in more than once. Lindsay asked, can you only upload pre-owned vehicles, or is this also for new vehicles as well? Vince also had asked that question, by the way.
Great question, Lindsay and Vince. this experience is only for used vehicles and
Really?
certified pre-owned vehicles. So really,
Certified
pre-owned
pre-owned.
vehicles right now, there are no new cars on Marketplace.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. You're flying through these questions. I love this. All right. Lindsay, follow-up question for you. Can they pull the vehicle description for us off of our website? Or is that something that has to be like manually done?
So the partners will set up a feed, and that feed will deliver all the information directly into Marketplace and create those listings automatically. That is a question really to ask the different listing partners as far as what their process is for gathering the information that they would put in that feed. So some of them may or may not be able to do that.
Okay.
I can help out a little bit with that one.
Please.
Typically the description would be in a description field in a CSV that is uploaded to, in our case, uploaded via FTP to us. So you set up a one-time post to an FTP, and the description will be in the CSV file that has all of your inventory, and then that's how it would get populated.
Oh, very easy. All right. Thank you so much for clearing that up for us. That's great. Okay, follow-up questions? Let us know. We're still cruising through this great Q&A session right here. Okay, Mark has the next question. Mark says, do your content suggestions apply for mobile and tablet use as well as desktop computer use?
Yes, they do. So the same listing, all the information that's in that listing will render on all of those different platforms.
Excellent.
And so we encourage the tips that we gave you really apply to everything.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, Mark, thank you so much. Great question. All right, next one comes in from Todd. Todd says, you mentioned only the image of the car. What if it's taken outside with remodeled side of the building?
It's a good question. It's about background, I guess, image. So Dean, yeah.
Yeah, we find that the cleaner the image, the better. Of course, if your dealership is in the background, I don't think that is a bad thing. I think that's okay.
Okay, Dean, you're sounding a little underwater. If there's any way you can get closer to the microphone, it would be great. Okay?
Sure.
Okay, so you said any image is great, right?
Any image is great, but the cleaner the better.
Okay, and let me ask you, because I think I remember this. You cannot place an item on the inventory in the marketplace unless there is at least one image, correct?
That's correct.
That is correct. Okay. Gosh, I'm really having a hard time hearing you, Dean. Okay, next one comes in from Michelle. Michelle says, is there any way to edit or delete vehicles that are posted by a third-party feed? We've had issues with CDK posting vehicles with the contact us price on the website as free on Facebook Marketplace. When an $80,000 Cadillac is listed as free, that is a big concern. Michelle, oh my goodness, yeah, I can see why. Okay, how do you change or delete that?
Ryan, I think you can speak a little bit to this as far as what process you use, but this really is to work. You need to work with your listing partner on those. A free vehicle will not show up. So I don't think I believe free vehicles will not show up in Marketplace.
It's possible it could have been on the image. It's possible it could have been on the image maybe. But so I think that, I think typically the process for inventory falling off is just that it falls off after a certain period of time. So if there is a mistake, I understand the frustration where you can't just click a button and delete. However, I think in the past what we've done, if there is an egregious error that we need to remedy, we reach out directly to Facebook and see if they can remove this vehicle. But it's something that we have to do kind of through our relationship with Facebook and interaction there.
Okay, all right. Michelle, sorry for those troubles that you're going through, but if you have a follow-up question, we'd love to see how else we can help you out. All right, next one. Ooh, good question from Lori just came in. She says, can you use Facebook Marketplace for service? Is there a way to do that, Dean? Is there any kind of strategy that might help service?
Today we have a home services category. Can you hear me okay? You look like you're straining to hear me. No?
You're sounding a little better.
At the end, it was a little better.
something different.
I can.
Let's see if this works.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me any better?
Much better.
A little.
No?
Keep going, Dean.
Yeah. So we have a home services category on Marketplace where currently you can only list home services. Of course, autos is not a home service. But over time, we will explore adding other types of services to that category. And so I would look out in the future. I would be hopeful that we could add a service section somewhere on Marketplace. Right now, we don't have any plans to do so. And the auto section, the vehicle section, is really focused on auto sales.
Okay. Ryan, did you have anything to add? I felt like you were ready to jump in.
Yeah, sure. So there are, although it's not Marketplace specific, there are certain strategies you can use on Facebook to increase service appointments, namely through Messenger. So if you run a service offer on Facebook, you can use Messenger as a call to action and put them right into a Messenger conversation based on that offer. And so your live chat company or yourself or whoever is managing your Messenger conversations could engage with the customer off that offer and book an appointment.
Oh, great ideas. Okay. Ryan, thank you. And Dean, yes, you do sound better, so thank you. All right, Lori already wrote in. She said thanks. All right, next question comes in from Maxime. I love that question. Okay, Maxime says that he's pretty interested in what Gubagoo has to offer, would love a rep to contact him. Also, question is Gubagoo offering service in Montreal with Canadian website providers? Can you, I mean, you guys are Canadian, come on. You're offering it in Canada, right?
Well, we're offering it in Canada. However, French becomes a little bit of a challenge once you get into the bilingual. Like, we do offer Spanish services in the United States. However, we don't offer French at this time. So we can support you if French is not a requirement.
Maxime has a very, very French-sounding name, by the way. I see his last name. So, Maxime, if you have follow-up questions, please let us know, and I'm sure somebody from Gubagoo will be in touch with you very shortly. Okay.
Juliana, I just want to jump in here. The one thing I didn't mention is that Marketplace vehicles for Marketplace are now available in the U.S., Canada, Mexico, France, and the U.K. So if we have any international dealers that are tuned in today, those are the countries where we're available.
Excellent. Oh, I love this. You're going to be taking over the world. All right. Lindsay had a great question. Lindsay wrote back in. She says, do all listing partners update their inventory 3 times a day, or is it just Gubagoo? I don't know which one of you two want to handle that.
I mean, I think that it's up to the listing partner's preference. It's not a Facebook requirement, so that's us. We do 3 times per day. The other listing providers may or may not. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would say that probably all of them don't do 3 times per day, just a guess, because that was our preference, was to do 3 times per day.
So it is up to the listing partner, and so it was Lindsay, right? When Lindsay,
yes,
when Lindsay contacts different listing partners, she can find out what their process is.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, Lindsay, great questions today. All right, next question is from Lee. Lee says, are other dealerships having quality of leads provided by Facebook Messenger? It is about converting the leads, not just the leads. Okay, so I know, Ryan, for instance, we talked about how your highest converting dealership on Facebook Marketplace, 311 in the month of May. That's amazing. Did they also feel that those leads were quality?
Yeah, the feedback we've got is that the quality has been very high. It's difficult for us to put a number on it because we don't have visibility always into what leads converted into a sale. Mm-hmm. But from what we've heard, the leads, the quality is high. And I think on the case study that we did, they sold 1 to 2 vehicles per week off the leads. Was that right, Dean?
Ooh.
Per week,
That's right? That was
yeah.
Brockman Chevrolet.
Yeah, anecdotally, we've heard that a lot of the users that are coming in, or a lot of the leads that are coming in, those are people that are ready to buy. So they are at the bottom of the funnel. They are in buy mode, and so that results in conversion.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that sounds wonderful. All right, Lee, thank you so much for that great question. All right, next one. Oh my goodness, how do you say this name? Giovanni. Giovanni. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Giovanni says, question for Dean. We've submitted an application on facebook.com/listautos site, and our inventory partner says they're sending a feed to Facebook, but we've not seen our inventory live on Marketplace yet. Is there a Marketplace dashboard to view analytics and control inventory? Is there support that we can contact for help? So far, we haven't seen any help. That's from Giovanni.
So right now, all of that support should be coming from your listing partner. So that is a conversation, I think, to be had directly with the listing partner. The inventory that, if they are in fact sending it to Marketplace, it will be seen by people looking for that inventory. It should be seen by people looking for that inventory. So this isn't, not everyone will necessarily see the same inventory, right? You're going to see the inventory that is relevant for you. So everyone's feed will be a little bit different. Of course, if you search for inventory, we will show inventory within a 40-mile radius of your location, of the user's location, and that user can then also adjust up to 100 miles from their location. But I would encourage him to speak directly with his listing partner to find out what's going on.
All right. Giovanni says thank you. All right, let's keep moving on. We still have a ton of great questions. Next question comes in from David. David wants to know, does the information on the vehicles come from the dealership's website or from the Facebook page?
Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, the information on the vehicles was the question? Yeah?
Yes, the information on the vehicles.
So it will come from the feed that is provided to your listing partner. So your listing partner will ingest a feed from whomever manages your inventory feed. So it could be a vAuto, it could be a dealer.com, for example, HomeNet, that provides the feed to your listing partner. Your listing partner then posts that to Marketplace.
Okay. David, if you have a follow-up, we'd love to hear from you. Next question comes in from Keely. Keely says, what kind of comments do you feel work best to attract shoppers? More direct bullet points, or do you think paragraph style?
This is in the listing detail page, I assume.
I'm guessing they want some insight into what really jumps out at people on Facebook Marketplace.
Ryan, I think you can weigh in here as well. I think anything that makes it easy for a user to identify the information they're looking for very quickly. And so if you have a dense paragraph with all of the information that's listed in there, but it's kind of hard to find exactly what the user is looking for, and they have to read pages of content, that's difficult experience. So I think the more you can pull out the key points you want to get across and the key points that a buyer is looking for, the better. So I suppose in that context, the bullets, in my opinion, would work better.
Oh, okay. Ryan, what do you think?
I think that it comes down to user empathy always. So put yourself in the shoes of a person who would be looking for a vehicle. As Dean said, I want to find important, relevant information that I'm looking for quickly. Things that I see that make me question the strategy is things like big caps everywhere throughout a paragraph, multiple exclamation marks, things like that I think are probably not effective. So to Dean's point, I think bullets will work great. I think paragraph will also work well as long as it's done thoughtfully and provides the relevant information to the customer easily.
And you can always mix it. Key bullets on certain data points and then paragraphs for other explanations of the product.
So what's the maximum number of exclamation points we should be using? I'm just kidding.
Zero.
All right. Here we go. All right, Keely, great question. Thank you so much. All right, next one comes in from Ashley. Ashley says, I have used Gubagoo Live the other day to rescue a chat.
Rescue.
Okay. And after I took it over, the chat agent was still messaging the customer. I thought if you rescued the chat agent, stopped answering the chat, Is there protocol for this? What am I doing wrong? What's happening here?
Yeah, so that shouldn't be happening. Perhaps there was, you know, a race condition in the system or something. I would encourage you to please email me after, and we can run some tests and make sure that everything's working properly, even look at that specific chat and see what happened. So please email me after.
Thank you very much. All right, Ashley, take him up on that. As you can tell, he's a very, very nice guy, so he's going to help you out. Oh, Ashley says thanks. She's going to do just that. All right,
Great.
Next one comes in from Mark. Mark says, are there any suggestions that apply to the updated privacy policies announced by Facebook?
There's really, I don't think there's anything really relevant to share as far as what those, regarding those policies. Maybe, is there more detail behind the question that he can provide? Otherwise, there's really no impact. I think just, as long as you adhere to our privacy policies, then you should have a great experience on Marketplace and on Facebook.
I agree. And just so we know, I know we talked about how many people are using Facebook Marketplace. My question was, is that the number of people, this is my question, is that the number of people who are actually buying or selling? Or is that like, hey, Facebook Marketplace, 1 in 3 people out there are doing it?
It's both. Buyers can be sellers, sellers can be buyers. Some people come in and just buy, some people come in and just sell.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the combination of both populations, which there's crossover in those two populations.
Ah, fantastic. All right, Mark, thank you so much. Nice question. Let us know if we can help you out further. Okay, we still have a ton of questions. Next one comes in from Jonathan. This was an answer, I think, from his earlier question. He says, but they are not the options that we already have, so we have to add another chat partner. Okay, I think Jonathan was the one who asked about his problems with Cars.com not getting him onto Facebook Marketplace. So in that instance, he can select another listing partner?
He can select another listing partner, or I think, the folks at Cars.com are great, and so I would just encourage him to speak directly with them about the issue that he's having and try to get resolution there. But there are other partners if he does want to explore that.
All right, Jonathan, wish you the best of luck on that. All right, next question comes in from Cameron. Cameron says, we have our inventory on our Facebook page. Is that connected to Marketplace? And then there's a follow-up question. So just because they have it listed, that doesn't mean necessarily that they're on Marketplace, right?
No, what you put on your page is different to what will show up on Marketplace.
Okay.
On your page, you can post your own inventory, pictures and details, but for your inventory to show up in Marketplace, you need to work with a listing provider, and that listing provider will send a feed, which will keep your inventory automatically up to date on Marketplace.
Okay. Couple more questions still from Cameron, okay? Cameron continues and says, also, currently, we ask our sales team to post vehicles to Marketplace via their own pages. Is this a good idea or no?
So we highly discourage that. We really encourage you to post inventory from your dealership so that it is under your brand and you're building a brand and a reputation. Where if people are posting as individuals, that's not really the way it's supposed to work and does not provide a great user experience. It's kind of strange for someone to see an individual post on behalf of a business rather than the business posting from its official page.
Fair enough. All right. Last one from Cameron says, what's the easiest way to verify that our inventory is showing up on Marketplace? Now, I know you showed us that nice back end with all that great information. That is provided by one of those listing agents?
So go ahead, Ryan.
It depends on the listing partner is what I was going to, yeah. So the listing partner is the party that's going to provide reporting on what's getting posted, how many chats there are, how many leads there are, and those kinds of things. As Facebook continues to build out, I don't want to speak for Dean, but they're continuing to build out more and more reporting features for the partners to use. So for example, yeah, I mean, just more stuff that you can use to verify the performance of your listings and that they're actually there. but it's very much up to the listing provider how they want to display and visualize that reporting to you.
Okay. Cameron? Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Gene.
One other thing you can do is, what I would encourage you to do is do a search from, for vehicles in your area, and just reduce the size of the radius that you're looking in to, within a mile of your dealership, and your inventory should show up.
Oh, nice. Okay, Cameron, great questions. Thank you so much for all of those. I am going to jump ahead to another question. I believe we've already answered it, but Vince is catching up with us, so we're just going to make sure Vince understands how this works. Vince says, is there a tab for Marketplace that is seen on our business Facebook page, and does it show our inventory? If you could just hit that again for Vince and others who might have missed it. So
the answer is no. What a user has to do is they need to click into Marketplace, as it's one of the options at the bottom of the menu when you open up the Facebook app. They click on Marketplace, and then from within Marketplace they can search for vehicles, either directly through the vehicles category, or through general search, or through filtering.
Okay.
But it is not connected to the inventory on your page.
Got it. All right. And just so I'm verifying, the inventory that you do post to the tab on your business Facebook page, there you can put new inventory, right? Not just used and pre-owned.
You can post any inventory that you want to on your Facebook page.
Got it. Okay, Vince, thank you so much for clearing that up for us. Okay, last handful of questions, and then we'll start closing out the show. All right, gentlemen, you guys are doing so good. First time out, I can't believe this. You guys are awesome.
One clarification, I think, just maybe it'll help with the differentiation between a page and Marketplace.
Okay.
For someone to look for inventory about your vehicles on your page, it means they know about your dealership and they've already found you, and so they're coming directly to your page. On Marketplace, someone might not know about your dealership, but they are looking for inventory that you have, and therefore your inventory will be surfaced to them when they're searching for the vehicle that they're interested in. So there's slightly different use cases, I would say, between a page, why you would put your inventory on a page, and why you would put it in Marketplace.
Thank you very much for clearing that up for us. All right. Okay, next couple of questions. Ryan, I believe they're for you, my friend. So here we go. Kelly writes in and says, so Gubagoo is a listing partner as well as a chat vendor?
That is correct. We post inventory as a listing partner, and we also take the chats. So it's a 360 full circle, full service marketplace solution. So I'll give a little plug there. So that is correct. That is correct, though.
Okay,
yep.
Thank you so much for clearing that up for us. Kelly, great question. Now, before I get to the next question, I just want to give a little disclaimer, okay? So Jonathan wrote in and said, what does Gubagoo charge? Ryan, I'm not going to put you on the spot here. And Jonathan, I can have somebody connect with you after the show because we're not supposed to be pitching today, although Ryan is making an excellent case on why you should be contacting his company because he did such a great job on the presentation. But Ryan, if you don't want to answer that, please do not feel pressure to answer what does Gubagoo charge.
No, so I can just provide a little color there. We do have different packages for our solution, be it live chat, be it marketplace, be it combined, and I would encourage you just to reach out to us and we can share those packages with you and hopefully get you posting and converting leads.
Now, Ryan, you know what? I think we discussed this and then we forgot to mention it maybe during the broadcast. You have a great offer for people on today's broadcast, and I think we forgot to tell them about it. So before we let them go, you really should tell them about it. And maybe, Jonathan, you might be one of the many people who would take advantage of this. Ryan, please go forth and tell them all what they could be getting.
Yeah, so we've got a great offer right now. It's 30 days free on a 2-month trial for Marketplace. So you get the first 30 days free and get out there and see what the results are pretty quickly and easily.
I think that's a great idea. All right, audience, if anyone is interested in giving this Marketplace thing and this Gubagoo partnership a try, you have a great excuse to do so. 30 free days. and let's see what kind of results you get. Thank you so much, Ryan. That's very generous of you. If somebody's interested in that, where would they go?
They can go to gubagoo.com and submit a lead form. But the best way to do it would be to email marketplace@gubagoo.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marketplace@gubagoo.com. Excellent.
Yeah, that's right.
Also want to let our audience know, if you are interested in that deal, I was just informed that in our post-webinar survey, you can click yes to that question, and we'll send that information over to Gubagoo and have somebody also connect with you that way as well. So thank you so much for addressing that for us, Ryan. I appreciate it. By the way, Vince wrote in and says, we use Gubagoo for the past year. Highly recommended. Thank you, Vince. Okay. Let's see. What's the next question? Jonathan actually has the next question again. He says, we already have a feed set up to Facebook catalog for dynamic ads through HomeNet. Interesting. Actually, next week, Dean, don't we have Gabrielle coming in to talk about dynamic ads for automotive, right? So this is wonderful. Okay. He goes on to say, can we use this feed for Marketplace? Is HomeNet a future partner, or can they help us with this Marketplace thing?
So HomeNet is not currently a partner, but you know, I would talk to them about you know, who they could potentially work with, who one of our listing partners that is there, and then some of, you know, the other listing partners can get a feed from HomeNet that they can then leverage, you know, or use. The same feed that you use for dynamic ads, that same feed can then be used for Marketplace.
Oh, very nice. All right, Jonathan, thank you so much. Great question. All right, last few questions, and then we'll close out this show. By the way, Lee said, loving the offer. Are current customers included in the special, Ryan? Sorry, putting you on the spot.
Yeah, just current customers to post to Marketplace, I guess, yeah? Yeah, so we can do, they are included, so we'll do the 30-day upgrade for current customers as well.
That is very generous of you, Lee. Thank you so much.
We love our current customers as much as our new customers. We love all our customers.
Thank you, thank you. So. All right. Oh my gosh, more questions are coming in. Okay, Vince writes in, you recommend only having one listing partner for Marketplace? Is there a real disadvantage to having more than one?
There is. So the way our system works and the way your inventory shows up, you will not get maximum visibility for your listings if you are sending them through multiple partners. So that is why we recommend one. You will get the most exposure for your listings that way.
Okay, all right. Vince, thank you so much for that question. All right, now there's Maxime wrote back in and has a question for each of you. Different questions, all right? So first, for Dean, do you have Facebook partners that would support French? And for Ryan, could we just use Gubagoo to send our inventory to Marketplace without the chat support? Thanks.
At this time, we're not doing that, but perhaps we could work something out if you contact Marketplace at gubagoo.com. Perhaps we can find a solution to your problem.
Okay.
We're in the business of solving customer problems. So
I love that answer, Ryan. Thank you so much. Dean, do we know anything about French posting?
I don't want to misquote. I believe we do have at least one partner who can support French, but I'm not 100% positive on that. So what I would do is I would suggest that you please email me at marketplacevehicles@fb.com, and I'll find an answer to that, a definitive answer to that question. So that's marketplacevehicles@fb.com.
Thank you so much. All right, Maxime, I hope you find the solution that works for your dealership up there in Canada. Okay, next question comes in from Justin. Justin wants to know, does Gubagoo take all chats or just chats coming from Marketplace?
We can take all chats from Messenger and Marketplace, or we can toggle either of the channels on or off. So we have the ability to only take Marketplace or take Marketplace and Messenger and take them all. And we also report on them separately. So you'll see like, oh, these ones were from Marketplace. These ones were just Messenger. They weren't Marketplace.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that answer, Ryan. Justin, if you have a follow-up question, please let us know. Melinda wrote in and just wanted to be sure she had that email address again. Dean, if you wouldn't mind saying it one more time.
So it's Marketplace Vehicles, all one word, at FB, Facebook, FB.com. So okay. Marketplace Vehicles at FB.com.
All right, Dean, thank you so much. Okay, last couple of questions. She says awesome, by the way, thanks. And last couple of questions, and then we'll close out the show. All right, Jonathan wrote back in, and he said, so let me get this straight. We need a third party for our third party feed to go to another third party. Just want to make sure I got that right.
You can set up that feed through a listing partner directly. So, you know, I would encourage you to work with one of the listing partners that we showed earlier that you can also find on our website, and they can determine the best setup for your feeds.
Fair enough. Okay, last question, and this hopefully will put a nice little bow on it. Cameron wrote in and said, okay, some of the listing partners you have listed, like Cars.com, Edmunds, etc., we already send our feed to them. So all we would have to do is get in touch with them and say, hey, also send it to Marketplace?
That's right. So their contact information is on our on the site, one of the web addresses that we provided, which is List Autos, fb.com/List Autos. You'll find their contact information, or you can contact whoever your client manager is at one of those organizations, and then they will get you set up. So if you've already got your feed going with them, then you're already ahead of the game.
Ah, okay. And Melinda brought up a great point, our last question, unless another one sneaks in. Where can they see a list of those listing partners again? Is there like a place they can go online?
Yeah, so if you go to www.fb.com/List Autos, there you will find more information, as well as you can click to get started, and there will be a list of our listing partners as well as their contact information.
Bravo! I love it. Dean Osterly from Facebook, Ryan Osten from Gubagoo. You guys killed it. Thank you so much. Phenomenal presentation. Great job on the Q&A. I loved it. Do you have any last-minute advice or any last thing you want to say to today's audience before we close out the show and let them go?
Just want to thank everyone for joining and asking really great questions. We love hearing directly from dealers, so we look forward to potentially seeing you again sometime soon, and wish you lots of luck on Marketplace.
Ryan agrees?
Yeah, yeah, I echo that. I want to thank everyone for their time. It was a very great session. I want to thank DealerOn as well for setting this up. This is a tremendous initiative that you guys have here, I think. And the questions were amazing. So thanks everyone for having me on, and yeah, have a great day.
Thank you so much, Dean and Ryan. Great presentation. I want to remind the audience, a link to download a copy of today's presentation is going to be emailed to you later today, so please feel free to share it with your friends and colleagues. It's also going to be posted online within 24 hours. All you have to do is go to DealerOn.com/webinars to view our past webinars and view our upcoming webinar schedule too. And yeah, in just a few minutes, you're going to get a short survey. Ryan, you can go to that next slide whenever you feel ready to. We need you to fill out those 3 short questions. Let us know what you thought of today's presentation. We'd love to hear your feedback. And as we mentioned earlier, invitations will be going out tomorrow for our next DealerOn webinar. Oh boy, it's a doozy. My friend Fireball Gabrielle Garrison is going to be here. An expert from Google is going to discuss dynamic ads for automotive. That's right. To be successful in today's auto industry, you can't wait for customers to find you. You need to create intent by proactively reaching people in relevant and timely ways. When people are in the market for a car, they want to narrow down what they see online to reflect the cars most interesting to them. Well, Dynamic Ads for Automotive does just that. Facebook Dynamic Ads for Automotive allows manufacturers and dealers to show the most compelling inventory to the right audiences, driving them towards VDPs, lead submission forms, and other valuable places. Facebook's Gabrielle Garrison is back, and she's going to take a deep dive into Dynamic Ads for Automotive and teach the benefits of the product and the implementation process. She'll discuss how to leverage your vehicle catalog to dynamically generate highly relevant ads that allows personalization at scale, leaving time for you to focus on closing the sale. Attendees of this highly informative one-hour webinar will learn the benefits of Dynamic Ads for Automotive and how it differs from the e-commerce focused dynamic product ads. The tools you'll need for the one-time installation Dynamic Ads for Automotive requires, and how to migrate from dynamic product ads to Dynamic Ads for Automotive, and a lot more. So if you're ready to step up your advertising game like a boss with Facebook's Dynamic Ads for Automotive, don't you dare miss this must-see presentation. Register now. Don't forget, DealerOn's weekly webinars are held Thursdays at 12 noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, and 9 a.m. Pacific. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions regarding our webinars and our topics, hey, I'd love to hear from you. I'm everywhere. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. I'm on all the automotive social networks. Or you know what? You can just email me directly at eliana@dealeron.com. I'd love to hear from you. For right now, we're going to thank our presenters, Dean Osterly and Ryan Osten. And of course, I'm going to thank all of you wonderful attendees. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. And I hope to see you all on another webinar in our continuing education series. Take care, everyone. Have a good week.
Thank you.
And happy Flag Day.
Thanks for having us.